Hello. Oh no, my voice. Oh, my voice is wakey. Although I've been awake, I just had errands to do and I didn't want to like... I can't hold off on it. How is everyone? How's your Sunday so far? Or your Monday? Holy crap, if it's Monday for you, you're probably gonna sleep. You should be going to sleep. Welcome back. Last time, I believe it did a tea-related mystery. Senko, no! It's not Mother's Day. I shouldn't yell, gosh. It's not Mother's Day. It can't be. Space Alien, thank you for the gifties. This is a nice Sunday. You woke up an hour ago. Oh. Well, some of you guys, it's like really late, isn't it? Holy crap. I hope it's not Mother's Day. Well, but someone said maybe it was a Mother's Brunch. Maybe it's not Mother's Day. Sorry, I might have like freaked out. See, I think like there's this one time I forgot Mother's Day was a thing, and then even though I still called my mom and like check up on her, she like my parents get really passive aggressive basically. It doesn't matter what you do, they're gonna give you that like the cold shoulder, and you still have to act like everything's normal and like, you know, pacify them. So that's why I think holidays are terrifying. Yeah, my parents are not very mature. But don't tell them that. Episode 5, Shadow of Guilt. I guess we're on episode 5. Yeah, I think there's only one more episode after this. The Illuminate cards, each with a prophecy. Each of the cases so far had a card at the site in some way. I somehow had one myself. Eiko-san had the first, Kinoko-san the second. The third one, Mr. Gas Mask, I think. Let me know if the audio should be louder. The fourth card was in the cursed box that we brought back from Miyazaki-san's. You heard about Mr. Gas Mask, but it's rumored that all of them have gone missing now. Is it a little too loud? Really? If the rumors are true, it warrants the card's reputation for bringing misfortune. It's a little too loud, okay. Wow, you guys like silence. I hope everything's alright. Director, these cards? The backgrounds, they seem to be connected. Good eye. Are they? Oh, it's a spiral! It's time to think about what the cards mean and how they come together. Apologies for the delay. Anything new? Still assessing the information I found at the closet. This series of cases involving the Illuminate cards may be part of some bigger plan. You suppose your partner and her Devastation and Judgment card are part of it? I think so. I bet Megoria already knows that she's some secret agent. The design on this is a Judgment card. The Angel Monument at the site of the Tenchu incident. Mr. Gasmask, a card shows the same thing. Also a stairway, a lock, chains, a key, and a watchful eye. They're all shown. The Eye in the Darkness card has chains. Reflection of Death shows a key. Permeating Blight shows a lock. Among the motifs shown here, the only one remaining is the other key. What happens when we have a full set? The cards to the key. It's likely we'll come across it during this upcoming case. So there's a request coming in. Yep. It's from the CEO of a tech company. He was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Whatever these cards may mean, perhaps the case will bring us closer to the truth. Melon. The prophecies are coming full circle. You should watch what the Zoomers are up to. If something happens to you and your partner, it's all part of the job. I didn't think you'd care so much. Commissioner Tomiri. I'll have you know, I care as much as you do. I feel like she's not evil. What if Meguri is evil? I kinda doubt it though. Many international conferences and ceremonies this month, leading to a higher number of global VIPs visiting Japan. Security Director Kurosawa of the National Police Agency said the police were on high alert in light of the rumored terror attacks. Busy world. Hey, isn't this request kind of strange? So he was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Each one is strange, but yeah, this one's kind of different. Why haven't they called the police anyway? I bet it's like illegal. That's right. If they know something was stolen, the police will listen to them. Should have better odds than having us look for it. Smells like special circumstance. Thus, they need discretion. Is he secretly up to no good? In that case, your mission is to assess their reputation and related rumors. Okay. It's time for Twitter. Let me just do something. I'll let you like read what they're up to. It's Otto. I hope you can read. Are you literate? I'm sure you're literate. Now you guys have to tell me what they're saying. There. I bet it's just like, oh, we better go check social media and some references. Yeah, now it's your turn to tell me what's going on. He's part of some tech startup. He's fishy. It's an easy read. Well, I'm so glad you're literate. He must be on top of a skyscraper. So we're looking for shady biz and bad reputation. They talk about how cool I am. Oh, that's pretty big. The U-Tech. Oh, I think I can just do this now. It's a corporate account without gimmicks. Has a following? How much? Oh, it's pretty sizable actually. Can I do this? You can't read. I'm sorry. I also can't read your illiterate message. Revelance Crush, thank you. There's some movement there. We should search a company name. Okay, well, let's keep looking. We had an increase in profits. Doing well. Went public after 3 years. The CEO is kind of shallow, though. You're doing super well. I don't really understand business. I just know that once you go public, that's people investing in you, but you have to make sure that you are guaranteeing some sort of profits. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad. I guess that means that people believe in our vision. It's in a high-rise in Toranomon. You have to be more transparent. Ah, I see it. It has strong ties with government agencies. They have really good connections. Basically like that, I see it. The thing about having more investors is that you might lose some control depending on how it goes. I guess it depends on the stockholders. I'll just keep doing this. We have one eye. I like to think it's like a little flutter of the eye. Like that. It must be tough dealing with the government info. I would be super stressed. It's real entertaining. Kaiba Ichiran. Who's that? There's an urban myth that says if you post that on your socials, very occasionally you'll get a reply from the dead. I kinda wanna see that. Kaiba. Okay, so we have like 2. Listeners can send their hot tips to the sender. A little bird told us about this Kaiba Ichiran. It's not clear if it's a name or a password. One thing is for sure. When you post the words Kaiba Ichiran online, you'll get a reply from dead people. But the thing is, I'm busy. I don't have time to respond to every single comment. I don't even know what I would do if I got a comment from a dead person. Is that real? Is that true? And there's a life-sucking doll. Wait, I don't remember this one. Do you have a porcelain doll in your house? It's a type of French doll. If you have one, there's no problem. You're one of the safest. Oh, but if you don't have a porcelain doll, you're doomed? If you don't, you better be careful. There's this myth of the life-sucking doll. It's really dangerous to women. It starts with an unpleasant feeling. You'll get a headache, you'll feel tired and sore, but your doctor says that there's something wrong with you. And then you'll almost get into an accident, and from there your misfortune will get worse. That's the curse of the doll slowly leeching your life away. You haven't gotten any new dolls or stuffed toys lately, have you? Maybe you decluttered and found a doll and decided to keep it? If so, you might have fallen foul of a life-sucking doll. You can't get rid of it however you try. But if you don't do anything about it, you'll get weaker until you shrivel up and die. So, if you have a bisque doll, you'll be saved. The porcelain doll can take its owner's place as the target of the curse, slowly cracking and losing parts as the life-sucking doll feeds. Better than you, right? Wanna go doll shopping? Oh. So this is like... That's a really like... This would be a nice thumbnail. But I really like them good. Huh. I guess you guys better get a porcelain doll. But for the life-sucking doll, I wonder what kind of doll it is then. It's not very clear what it looks like. Now I'm curious about the Kaiba Ichiran. Kaiba Ichiran. Is that real? I mean, there's ramen. Wait. I see. I just googled it. Is it real? There's Ichiran ramen. Yeah. Oh man, I had to allow ads. I don't think it's real. I think it's literally just from the game. But it's funny because I just put Kaiba Ichiran on Google and the first result is from Shinri. Apparently he did it. Hey, I was gonna do it too, but now I don't want to. Tell me if it's real. Maybe it's a different name. I know, I was like, what the frick? Okay. I don't need that. The thing where dead people respond to you, engineers can't do anything about it. I would like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sales, blah blah blah. The CEO is Yuya Kurosawa. He's young, probably gets paid a lot more. Ooh. Is it a real myth? I don't see anything else about it. So I feel like it's specifically for this game, which sucks because I think it would have been a really cool myth. I wonder what kind of things they're saying about him. Okay, so we got two names. Let's search up both. Ooh, that's his image, I guess. He's so young. He doesn't look young. He looks like, I don't know, maybe late 20s or 30s. It could be... Actually, you know what? I don't think the Kaiba Ichiran name is legit, but I think it's about the social media is dead theory, where we have a lot of bots and they reply based on keywords. So if you do reply to someone, if you say something, someone responds, it's a bot saying whatever. I think it's one of that. Yeah, the dead internet theory. It's probably based on that. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard about it. Also, I think like, I don't remember what it was, but I made a post about something and then like I saw the comments and I think there was just this one lewd bot that showed a GIF and I'm like, what the frick? It was in the marked as spam, so I looked at it because sometimes marked as spam is not actually spam. And then of course there's this one person who's just this random bot. I just muted it. I'm like, what the heck? This is Silent Hill F. This has nothing to do with this. I'm just muting you. I wonder if whatever. He's now a tech company CEO. 700 million? How much is that? I assume that's like 700 million. Someone convert that to USD. He's a playboy. Suddenly put together. Oh, he took things seriously. He was born into affluence. He'd be rich. Yeah, he's still managing. He's probably at least like educated enough. The social ranking, gotcha. No, I think I mean, he did get lucky, but I also think that he is at least maybe smart enough to figure out how to run a business. Then again, sometimes people run businesses and they just fail. For even rich people. Like, I think brands, they start up a brand after them, and it's just, it exists. They can fund it. And it might still lose money, but it exists. Oh, 7 million. Oh, okay. Person who inherited power, huh? There's GR again? What's that? Grade rare? I passed him by. He had big sunglasses and a flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb. He didn't look arrogant. Seemed nice, actually. Well, that's good. Maybe he's just trying to hide. I saw him last week. He wasn't particularly charismatic. Really plain. I was gonna say hi, but he glared at me. To be fair, I think he just wanted peace and privacy. Everyone has their off moments. He got the salesman switch and a private one. Without doing that, you can't last long as a CEO. Yeah, sounds about right. He could write an autobiography. Ex-popular livestream group leader to tech CEO. He has a success story. Was that it? What if I just search him by itself? Nothing. I guess there's no other keywords. It's really just those. Alright, well, he sounds like he knows what he's doing, maybe. So there's no real issue with him at the moment. He seems like he has a good reputation. Now we just have to talk to him himself. It's a building over there. Isn't that a skyscraper? Yeah, he's probably in his penthouse. Should I just tell the reception lady we have an appointment? Yeah, but try to relax. Excuse me. We have an appointment? We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Yeah, we're expecting you this way. I like how they had the bounce animation. The pixelated bounce. They've arrived. Ah, hello. His hair's kind of... Wait, isn't that like my hair? No, not really. I was gonna say his hair looks scummy. This is my secretary. Kiyamoto. Oh, he doesn't... Oh, she joined recently, so he forgets her name. I bet she stole the item. Nice to meet you. This is my colleague, Tomariki. We're here to help. Your request involves a stolen item. He still does not know the name. He can get back to work. I bet she has the item. Does she not know what's going on? She's unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics, that doesn't help. I'm sure the intruder was here and I'm the only one who realized that fact. What do you mean? You might want to call the police if you had an actual intruder. Well, the conversion's different now though. Because 100 yen, because the economy has shifted, I don't think it's $1 at this point. Well, I mean, it used to be when it was perfectly converted, I think. I think maybe it's... Yeah. I guess it depends on the time period of this game too. So you prefer to keep things under wraps. I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Something we can handle. I'm having the security cam footage analyzed, but that thing will take a while. Hearing my account and the secretary should tell you everything. If you could kindly get started. He doesn't seem mean, honestly. He seems kind of like more polite than the last guy. To do it with your blue eyes, I check. You're embarrassed enough? What's wrong with your socials? Better watch your back with this one. He hasn't told us anything, nor the cops. He has yellow flags. He is a little strange, I'll be careful. Oh, what's over here? How locked is it? There's a mechanism on the door, is that the lock? This room looks hard to break into. Unless there's a vent. Oh, there's a camera up there too. Okay, what did you see? Oh, what about the door's lock? You need a key to enter. You actually need a security card. Does everyone have one? Everyone has one. That being said, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO room while he's absent. So, someone had to have entered while he's in then. But people could easily break that rule. What happened 2 days ago? She doesn't know anything. Nothing happened in particular. He asked me too, but I don't know what this is about. Could you tell us what you saw? So about 2 days ago, the CEO had a meeting with a client, so I saw him off. He returned a while later, and then I greeted him, and then everything was normal. I didn't notice anything. So it's probably related to the client. Let's see. Oh, I should be recording the computer. Good point. Is that how it works? Is there like a computer that scans each security card and you know which room was entered in which? The intruder made it in regardless, huh? What about over here? Oh, it is? Huh. He has a fancy chair. He has an Illuminate card. Is this part of the prophecy too? And we just stole it? That card is of high value. Leave it where it is. Isn't this... Is it involved in some way? Kind of, yeah. Please return it to where it was and continue investigating. Yeah, honestly, he seems like a decent guy for now. Oh, yeah, here's the person who probably broke in. Unless it's him. Is this it? It's weird, I feel like he's looking at me. Am I overthinking it? What's he doing to the chair? Does he have a twin? Or touching the desk drawers? Wait! Did someone try to dress up as him? Wait! Okay, my idea. He was lured away to meet with a client. Someone showed up who's really like make-upped, dresses like him, maybe passes off by as him. Because if all the secretary did was like greet him, they didn't have to do a conversation. He's taking something out, holding on to something. I can't make out what it is. Yeah, I think someone pretended to be him. What if he did have a twin? What if... Well, we don't know for sure. Maybe there's like a playboy son and he's a serious son. Who knows? Let's ask her just in case. Nothing new. No, you didn't oversleep. It's okay. What happened 2 days ago? Something precious was stolen. The rest I'll tell you once you talk to my secretary. I did. So he doesn't know anything. From the top drawer, he took something. What was it? What's in the top drawer? You hooked 13. It's okay. The top drawer? I haven't told you anything yet. This is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as the investigator. Not that you believe me or anything. Interesting. I find it very intriguing, and you feel like you might be useful for the case at hand. I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary. Is he just testing me? What if this is a test to see someone with my power? Because we just blurted it out. Like, you know, we have clairvoyance, hello. Did he take anything out of the office? He was carrying a red card-like object. So it was still him, not a security card. And those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was. But I recall the CEO being very careful about it. Okay. There really was an intruder then. Anything strange about him 2 days ago? Did you speak with him? Not really. I greeted him, he gave me a light nod. Yeah, I think my theory is right. Lexi, thank you so much for the gift. There was one thing I found puzzling. He said he was carrying something when he left. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left. To be precise, one moment he was taking out that red object, and the next moment he was gone. Didn't he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of a CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Did he go out the window? Well, wouldn't this show everything? Despawns. So what is this red card? Yeah, I think there might be a hidden door. I didn't come back here after the client visit. I was right. It's impossible for me to have taken something away. What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. She said you disappeared suddenly. I think she's telling the truth. She said you disappeared after taking the object. And she's bringing this up voluntarily. I don't think she's merely looking away. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Really? Can you please double check? He must be testing her. Do you want to call the police? The thing that was stolen the other day, it's actually something top secret. It's really important that it'll affect our very reputation. I need you to be discreet. I mean, we already knew that. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or face that struck out to you? No. He took a red card-like object from the drawer and left? Yeah? Something wrong? He said that he hasn't taken away the red object. Was that the important item that the CEO mentioned? Yeah. But he did take it out while I was watching. Why are the stories different? Well, obviously there was a fake. Did the CEO forget what he did? If something's different, if something's missing, there must have been an intruder in some way. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that Kiyamoto-san so that we would find so that we would so that what? So that Kiyamoto-san, well, think they would look alike. Is there something missing? So that we would find they would look alike. They would look alike. I know this one's like most likely true. Maybe the intruder. We would find. Is this right? They would look like Kurosawa? Other way around. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look alike. They would look alike. I think Kurosawa. Okay. We gotta learn more about it. You have such good English. The new secretary. He has trouble remembering her name. Why wasn't she joined? She is recently. I guess a lot of people get fired. She read someone she thought was Kurosawa-san. Scraggy, thank you. Welcome back. I have to admit, my voice kind of is not that well right now, so I might have to go quiet a little if that's okay. He said a red card-like object is disappearing. He didn't really say though, I thought. Teenage vices? I think it's just this. Okay, now we need like one more clue. You don't have it though. What about you? Or maybe I have to talk to Jasmine again. Rinaldi, welcome, welcome. Ooh, did I have to talk to you? I'll tell you about the progress. Nothing stands out as unusual. There's just something missing, but nothing else. We should look for clues that someone was here 2 days ago. That doesn't really help. Oh, I do have water. It's not helping right now, though. Maybe have us as private investigator types dig up dirt on the secretary? Step 1 is figuring out what the object is. And then just so I can get my last clue. She's not a very good, like, helper. Well, I know. Then again, she does kick butt. She's just not very good during the investigative parts. Okay, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go to the spirit realm. Maybe this guy again? Could he possibly have forgotten he came back? We already know that it's a fake. I can't really tell them apart. I don't think the traces gives us enough clues. So that's not it? Hi Kopu! Thank you, I hope you have a good Sunday too. It's definitely not here. Maybe you did take it. I don't think so. Oh, are we stuck? No, there must be something. Former leader of a group of popular streamers. You know, the top secret information, I bet it's how he climbed to the top. He used to be a streamer though, that's so weird. Well, the security camera should be analyzed. Maybe they've heard back? What about the security cam? Yes, see, streamer turned CEO. Yeah, we've had, I think 2, well, a lot of them are actually content creators now that I think about it. We did have someone who streamed, and he faked the ghost. The Bloody Mary one. You did have an influencer who sold items too, and now you have him. But he used to be a former content creator. Oh, and then I think the first case, there was also an influencer there. She was kind of like mean, yeah. They sent us images. Here they are. Who does this look like to you? Our CEO. He's just gonna say it's not him. Even the director is like, you're right. I'm pretty sure this is just social commentary, to be honest. Considering the motifs of the game, it's about like anonymity, the social media aspect, dehumanization in a way. Like it makes sense, to be honest. Is this you? He does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Could it be that he simply forgot about coming back? That's not possible. My client counterpart can attest to that. There's something actually missing from this room. But this is you. I'm surprised, okay? Good going. I think I picked up what I can from here. So how is he? Something feels off. He won't tell us about what was stolen, and he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? I bet he's hiding something. Yeah. How's it going? It seems like you're done with the initial investigation. Yeah, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, huh? Yeah, exactly. He himself is one thing, but the clairvoyance shadows in the office felt different. I see. Also, I saw a card. He has one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your report. Wait, are we done here? No, he probably has like a different phase. Locating a stolen item and recovering it if possible. The request is unusual considering our usual fare. And yet, it seems this case was made for us. First, I thought it was just a burglary. Doctor, thank you for the gift. But with the eliminate card, something strange must be going on. Can't leave this unexplained. Let us begin. Let's start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with the secretary to make sense of what's going on. That's right. So, what were the strange circumstances that she described? Well, he appeared, but wasn't supposed to. Kiyamoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. I like this music. So the intruder entered the CEO's office as if they were the CEO themselves, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. The imposter came to the CEO's office as if they were the CEO themselves. The secretary was the only one who saw him. Her account of that day is very important. So, what kind of interaction was there? They didn't really have anything. Simple non-verbal greetings. A light nod. Excellent. I should probably get like an animation like that. They did not converse with the imposter. If they had any form of conversation, this would have turned out differently. My final question. Was she unaware that he had appeared? No, she was aware and even greeted him. So they were in the same room for an hour, and she never doubted him. And yet the client can prove that he wasn't there. Well, we already know this stuff. What kind of entity? Someone almost identical to him. I'm not gonna say it's a fox, nor a living spirit. They just look similar. Maybe a clone or copy? The secretary camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. And yet, he himself can prove that he was somewhere else. It's as if there is another Kurosawa in existence. I bet it's just a doppelganger myth. This should be the doppelganger, yeah. I wonder if they're just really good at cosmetics. The doppelganger! Phew. I should probably hide my mouse. Just for you. I heard that if you meet your doppelganger, you're supposed to die. A duplicate of yourself that exists in the same world, with no indication of since, when, or why they exist. Only the person themselves would be able to identify them. The terrifying aspect of this means that if you ever meet, you will die. You should warn them to be very careful, until he recovers what was taken. I didn't know it was such a scary thing. There's also an additional request. I'll handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while. No need to worry, I can leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands. What's he gonna do? He's not gonna be in contact for a while. Will he be okay? Is it that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll be just the usual. I guess so, but we'll be okay then. It's no different than usual. Who's that? Housekeeper, sir? What is it? I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. What? Oh, whoa! They're real? Today's menu, we check out his place. And it seems he ran into his doppelganger, but he's not dead. He was pretty worked up. It was in my room and ran away. I wonder if he's okay. I bet it's just someone, like, still dressed up as him and really creepy. We should wait on mentioning the supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. Well, I guess so. How about the boss man? This is done yet? No. Maybe your first solo dissolution is coming up. No way, I'm not good enough for that. We'll figure it out. I'll look into the rumors. Anything else I should look into? Can you add Zimmers to the list? There have been a lot of incidents about them lately. Maybe they're connected to this. Haven't you heard? They actually hate Kurosawa. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinions, but the haters are getting bolder. I see. I'll look into it then. Someone that young taking a company public in just 2 years? He abused his privilege to get there. Is it really impossible for that to happen? No, it's not impossible, just really, really rare. He got where he is due to his family, but he's out there, lecturing us about hard work. What an ignorant guy. You really don't know who's a Zimmer. They seem like a group, but also go solo. I wish there was some way to tell. I guess you'd think that if you had that opportunity. People like that also tend to go for attention. Calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values. GR! I bet this is a Zimmer. Oh, wait! GR, the Great Reset! The GR means Great Reset. Are values even fixed to begin with? What does it even mean? Being the CEO of a huge company at his age is unreal. Talk about New Life Plus. Are you saying the Kurosawa we might see is a doppelganger? A little too high profile for antics like that, isn't he? Me, your doppelganger. Meeting your thing. Guess this is the only thing we can even check. My friend accused me of walking around with a girl hanging off my arm yesterday. Maybe my doppelganger got a girlfriend before I did? A doppelganger can get a girlfriend? Anything you can do, your doppelganger can't do. That means that this guy is totally capable of also getting a girlfriend. Are there a lot of celebrity doppelganger incidents? I bet they're just blaming it on a doppelganger when they get caught. Is that so? Makes sense they'd blame it. There's the doppelganger hallucination theory. It's when you're seeing a hallucination of yourself. Well, theoretically, it could be in your head. You could be seeing your older self or a living spirit. There's a theory? Doppelganger hallucination. What if you... Well, you can't flirt with yourself because you'll die if you meet a doppelganger, actually. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. We talked and they were totally alike. So their voice should be similar. But this one is not real, so... When I talked to my friend later on, I heard they were overseas at the time, so we couldn't have met. They have... oh, they have the plushies? Oh, that's nice. Although I don't know if Henma would get it for me as a placeholder. Considering that I had them buy the very expensive collector's edition thing while I was in Japan. We'll see. Yeah, after the last merch stuff, look guys, he had like spent a lot of money, and naturally I already paid him back once I came there, but still. No, he's not in debt. I mean, I would hope not. Yeah, exactly. He did get credit card points for that. He got credit card points, so it's kind of like a win-win situation. I get what I want. He holds his stuff for me until I get there. It works. I saw my younger self at my family's house in the countryside. That's kind of creepy. If it really was their younger self, yeah, but doesn't that mean that they'll die? Or maybe it's because they just saw it, so it doesn't count. It's terrifying seeing yourself already home. A lot of historical figures have met their doppelganger. I did hear about the Lincoln one, actually. With a beard? You know him from the beard? A lot of people met them, but aren't they all dead? You die if you do, right? I heard they get cursed with bad luck. Which theory is most likely? According to the theory, it's not meeting your doppelganger that causes death. You see a hallucination of yourself before you're close to death. So it's the opposite. So he's like a Shinigami? I heard even seeing someone else's doppelganger can cost your life. Your life? I'm surprised this one actually has one. The glasses are reacting to the words cost your life. So many intense words. I thought it was the shock of seeing them that kills you. But dying just from seeing someone else's doppelganger? Would it really shock you though? I heard that doppelgangers are a spirit or soul that escape from their body. If you see one, the host body is without its soul and will eventually die. I never heard about that one before. You can't make fun of the concept, since there were people with brain tumors who died after seeing their... Well, to be fair, they also have brain tumors. I think they were gonna die regardless. It shows the hallucination of yourself. The idea gives me shivers. There's also the possibility that the doppelgangers can kill their original selves to replace them. From the outside, it just seems like the original person's personality changed. So isn't it a straw man, kind of like a doppelganger? If the real person is in the way, they can get rid of them and just put a straw man in their place. That's just a conspiracy theory. They're talking about Kisaragi now. Oh, this is also a Zimmer. The prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Why are you calling him a prophet? He's just a researcher. Meeting yourself will result in a time paradox. It includes things like the sacrifice of the village and the big Burning Man. Oh. In the world simulator hypothesis, a doppelganger is a bug in the system. If you run into one, then the bug occurs and you die. Found multiple things. How about we look into cost your life and meeting your doppelganger? How about just these two? What about by itself? No one's seen that kind of death though. Where did the info even come from? Maybe the person who started a rumor about it costing your life is up to something insidious. Maybe there's a benefit to spreading the rumor. I bet it's just for fear-mongering. There's the reptilians, using the concept of doppelgangers to hide themselves. Isn't that like the crab people? They're like aliens who try... No, I'm not a human. I think they're like aliens who try to pass as humans. Let me guess, we're around the same age? How old are they? I feel like I've heard a story about people getting replaced by weird apparitions. I also think it's like a Lovecraftian thing. People from within the earth coming out. The mole people replacing people. I know about the Kaijin answer. Kaijin, the scary one that legit steals your body. That's not a monster's name. Oh! Have you heard about the Kaijin answer? They say he's nothing but a head. So of course he wants a body. Word is that you could summon him by phone. But remember, call at your own risk. You can't just call him on any cell phone. You're gonna need 10 cell phones. You need to have them all call each other. The first phone calls the second calls the third, and so on until the loop is completed with the 10th phone calling the first. Usually you'd expect to get a message about the line being busy, but instead they connect to somewhere. The man who answers the phone calls himself Answer. For 9 out of 10 people that call, he will answer any questions when asked. One unlucky person will get asked a question instead. If they can't answer, he steals their body for himself. Wasn't there something similar to this? Maybe there are really phone lines to the other side. If you get calls from a strange number, keep your head on your shoulders and don't pick it up without thinking. Oh. The other species hiding among us. Sometimes if you take a really close look at the pictures of celebrities or politicians, you see them. They're humanoid reptiles called reptilians, lizard people. They infiltrate human society for control. They come to conquer. They wear human skin and pretend to be people of influence, politicians, and the sort. But there are ways to tell them apart. Their necks, their eyes. If something seems off about the wrinkles on their neck, that's a sign. When they blink, if their lower eyelid comes to meet the top, you might just be looking at a reptilian. You may not believe me now, but you will someday. They're living among us. They might be even next to you right now. Am I one? I saw it. This is the last message a dear friend of mine sent me just before he disappeared. Saw what, you ask? Apparently he saw his doppelganger. He had gone out by himself to meet up with relatives and he was waiting for them at the park. He arrived early and decided to kill some time on his phone messaging others. The park was busy, so he must have noticed it while watching people from the bench. At first it was a conversation. I'm so bored. This must be the most wholesome place on earth. But then he found something interesting. This person is staring at me. We're wearing the same shoes. How embarrassing. Is it a dude? A chick? What do they look like? It's a dude. He's even wearing the same pants as me. Maybe that's why he's staring. Hold on. I'll try to get a picture of his face. But then there was a short break in a message. I assumed so he could take the picture. Eventually he sent it, but the guy was so far away it was hard to see his face. Zooming in, it was just a picture of my friend. Everyone loved it. It's just you. You had me. What's with that dumb look on your face? Then he sent a bunch of messages all at once. Guys, that's not me. Oh my gosh, it's me. I saw it. Too bad I can't upscale that. I mean, I probably could. Good thumbnail. Look at that one too. It's kind of neat. I wonder how many people have already been replaced with imposters. How about the prophet? GR! GR! Great! As someone who's ready occult great reset, I thought that he was simply saying that occult otakus will have their chance to shine one day. You should read it again. You can't just stand there and wait for change to happen. You have to take the first step towards changing yourself. GR! You may be abnormally persuasive. Idiots always toss words around like toys. I have been working hard for the GR too, but it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. You seem too intensely invested. The book is just about updating your values. What else are you seeing? I'm guessing people are putting meaning themselves and sort of just taking what they want to believe, even if that's not the intended message. To do that, you must first destroy your current values. It's that destruction that he was trying to carry out. Yeah, it's the same profile picture. To be fair, I think they just reuse profile pictures. I thought his book was about his experience, how he bashed, or how he was bashed by people who had a prejudiced view of the occult. I feel like this is something someone said the occult tour too. That's why people thought of him as an otaku, because he was into it. Then they were true. This is a short-sighted society that needs to be destroyed. So they're just putting words in his mouth, really. What? Ah. I think this is case notes. Don't really need that. What about database? Ah. The Zimmers keep talking about GR and the Prophet. How is it looking into the doppelganger myth? You have the basic idea? I picked up a lot of weird info. Almost at the place. I hope he's doing okay. Well, he showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary is fine. And then there were many theories about the doppelganger myth itself. Not too sure if this one will kill you. I'll do my best. Have a good sleep, Lance. Hello. Thanks for coming. Are you okay? Yeah, the doppelganger showed up and I saw it myself. Its eyes were inhuman, but it looked just like me otherwise. Did it attack you? No. But it happened very quickly. Before I knew it, the thing had left the house. Have you called the police? It's pretty ridiculous, so making a fuss would cause damage to my reputation. Anyway, kindly check what it was doing at my place. We have a housekeeper and she saw it too. Talk to her too. Aren't you done talking yet? Who are these chicks? Is this his girlfriend? You're bringing over girls in broad daylight? They're here for business. This is work. Give us a moment. She seems kinda rude. She received some messages supposedly from me that I have no memory of. The messages ask her various things about my room. Oh. It's kinda creepy. Let's see. Ooh, you got a lot of rewards. Wow, he even has a YouTube play button. He must be talented. He was in the kendo tournament 10th place. Speech contest, silver medal. Business idea contest, 2nd place. He was a high achiever. He worked pretty hard for this. He even has 100k subscribers. That's pretty good. He worked really hard. He had 1 million too. Wow. Yeah, this guy worked pretty hard. Considering like the kendo, the speech stuff, blah blah blah. If I can be of any help, my name is Honda. Honda Civic? How's the room? I'm only in charge of cleaning all the other rooms. I was told that he has various things he can't show anyone else. When I first came here as a housekeeper, I was told that entering his room is forbidden. Let's see. When did you start working here? When did you start working as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this. I've been a housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. So we have like 2 recent workers, which is kind of weird. I'm old, but I need to pay my bills. I can do with a little raise if you catch my drift. Oh. Just checking. Did you speak with the doppelganger in any way? It just reacted as usual. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa, and he gave me a small nod and headed to his room. So it's like I guess he's not a very talkative person. What is the goal? May I ask what happened yesterday? Someone who looked just like him came here? Yeah. It was around 8 o'clock last night. He came home, went to his room. I was preparing dinner, and then I heard the entrance open again. And there he was. I think I told him, but I thought he already came home. What did he do? He went to his room, and then I heard him yell. Like a ah when someone's surprised. came out of the room immediately after. And then the other one followed him shortly after. And by the time the first one had disappeared into thin air. Thin air? I couldn't believe my eyes. It would be really shocking if this was a real case, but considering I don't know, they kind of do red herrings on us all the time. Like, a majority has been real, but the thing is, the myth part, the actual hauntings show up after we've already left. So, the supernatural does exist in the game, we just haven't encountered it ourselves. Some writing on the trophy? Debate contest, university debate club. Wow. That's my university. So he went there too. It looks a bit different from here. What if... Huh. He looks different. The hair was a little different. I don't know. Excuse me. Who the heck are you anyway? I might be able to help? I'm here from the UMDC. What the heck is that? Well, there's been weird things happening, so we're just helping. If this is serious talk, that's pretty laughable. She's kinda mean. There's evidence of the intruder in the CEO's office. So we're pretty sure it's real. Is this a reality show? Who are you? I'm Aika, his girlfriend, and what's he doing inviting girls to this place anyway? He did this before too, and we had a huge fight, and I haven't forgiven him yet. Wasn't he a playboy back then? I'm just here for work. Nothing to worry about, huh? You're weird. What was your name again? Okay then, Zamzam, what you need? It's kind of weird though that this is his type. I feel like he likes bossy women. A doppelganger is a clone. I'm not sure. Are you serious? Very serious. You might be in trouble. Did you talk with a doppelganger? What? Have you talked over the phone? No, just the DMs. So just messages. Well, if it was the DMs, that's kind of how they get away with it. He might have told you the messages you received were probably from his doppelganger. So those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from Yuya on booze, but from someone else? Yeah. Do you remember what happened? Like a few days ago, he messaged me. I thought like, what the heck, he usually calls, but whatever. It was from his actual account. Remember when he came to my place? Is this it? Looks like he was asking something? It was super creepy, it got on my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. I see. What was he asking about? Something about a hard drive? I asked him about it too. He said something about a black box-like drive or whatever. I said, how should I know? It's your room, don't ask me. Right? So I figured something was up and came to check. If those DMs were from an imposter, I don't get what's going on. How did he... Was this account hacked? That's kind of the weird part. So we should probably look for something here. Oh yeah, so this is the same pic. I bet the doppelganger is the person to the right of him. This person on the right. Wait, Tsutomu Kisaragi? Why is he in the same photo with Kisaragi? I need to ask him. Huh, wait, are they friends? I bet he was jealous, he's always first. His computer is huge, a lot of glowing sticks. A gaming rig? And you got a vault here. He has such a huge safe! If the doppelganger was after something, this might be it. Okay. Oh yeah, he's right here. The shadow's the doppelganger. It looks a little different though. It's near the computer. What is it doing? I can't make out what he's doing with the hands, but he looks like he's taking something out or away. Okay, we'll go check the computer and then we'll go look at him. He's probably trying to find a password. This must be the doppelganger. What's he trying to do? This shadow looks like it's looking at me and laughing. Too scary. I should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. He's also probably talking to the housemaid, right? Oh, they're different clothes. Could they be the doppelganger and him? Their shadows are overlapping from when they came home last night. They really look alike when compared like this. Somehow I can tell which one is a doppelganger. I wonder why. And again, the doppelganger shadow. It really does seem like it's watching me. It's supposed to be just a trace. How's it doing this? I wonder if this is real. So about the doppelganger who came home, did you notice anything unusual or peculiar about the one who came? Well, I can't imagine that the first Kurosawa I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it was certainly him. So she doesn't doubt. They look like really similar. Okay, let's go talk to him now. And we'll have to check the computer and whatnot. I've briefed my housekeeper, so kindly talk to both of them. I did. So, what happened yesterday? Yeah, so I got home last night. The housekeeper looked at me funny, thought I already came back home. I didn't know what she meant, so when I came to my room, the doppelganger was there. Pretty much, looked like me. Except the eyes, they were sockets without eyeballs in them. I just stood there in shock and he took off. Anything unusual since then? Like a massive headache, or if you're thinking I might die because I met him, huh? How did you know? Nothing seems wrong with my health. That reminds me, you met my secretary yesterday, right? She seems to have skipped work today without permission. Our HR tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Our staff is looking for her. I'll let you know if I hear something. But I thought that only you meeting your doppelganger is dangerous. About the messages. Oh yeah, those. They weren't from you, right? Of course not. My account got hacked, it happens. I've taken measures to fix it. Oh? So the doppelganger was using your account. I don't know who it was, but it's embarrassing. Do you know Kisaragi? Why all of a sudden? I found a photo of you with him in a trash can. Is it from when you were a student? He looks guilty. He was the advisor for a sports team I was in. But what does it have to do with the case? Why are you even searching through the garbage? I thought I'd thrown away all those photos, but why would you... Yeah, why would you throw it away? Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it lying around yesterday. To think you'd dig that up. It was lying around? Did the doppelganger leave it there? I bet it's like a calling card. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. There's a USB dangling here. Anything else in the trash? Okay, how about we go to the stunner girlfriend? Her hair reminds me of Ririka a little. I think it's because of the strands. Why was it that she suddenly came to Kurosawa's place? Well, there were messages from the imposter. So she was suspicious. Doesn't that mean that the housekeeper let her in? What kind of super hacker could pull this off? She has a strong personality. I'm a little intimidated by her. He likes strong women. Was there anything stolen? We should check with the housekeeper. What's in a safe? Have you noticed anything was stolen? Like the contents of your safe? I haven't checked, so it could be possible. You might want to make sure. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now. Could you check the safe yourself? What? What? I'm starting to think he's a doppelganger. Why wouldn't he just check it himself? I think he's trying to use us as a way to break in. I think the doppelganger, I think he's lying. I don't know, but he looks like the CEO. There's probably some, maybe he has a brother and he's the playboy. But he knows the combination, which is so weird. He just gives us the combination? That's so weird though. Let's go to the housekeeper. He could just check it himself. When did she say she started also working recently? I wonder if she overworks herself. That's just so weird. Like, if there's anything important in that safe, maybe there's something important? Is that what this is? About the messages? His account seems to have been hacked. He got hacked? What a loser. She's funny. I respect her, honestly. Wait, what is this? Who exactly is the doppel or whatever? An ex? More like a copy of a person. I don't get it, but isn't this a dumped ex trying to get back? I don't think so. So she thinks it's an ex. I really like it when someone's just like comedic. I mean, I know it's rude, but it's pretty funny. Hello, Alchemax. Welcome. Yeah, but the ex would look like a girl, wouldn't they? Was he holding anything when he came out? Like a wad of bills or jewelry? I don't remember. Do you think he has things like that? I want to know. Well, he has that safe, doesn't he? Is there something wrong? Well, wait, how does she know there's a safe in his room if she's not allowed in there? Yeah. Is she the secretary's mom? That's kind of sus. Okay, 566. How will I know if everything is in here? Actual gold bars? I guess nothing has been stolen? But why did I open it? This is also suspicious. I need to think about this. The doppelganger who appeared showed up at the place. It entered his room. Maybe to lie in wait for him himself? Hey, I thought you were busy! Get out of here! It could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance. Which means there is a reason he was in the room. It doesn't have to be touching anything of value. It had sent messages to Aika-san too. The goal seems to have been, I think, connected to the cable that was in Kurosawa's room to get the hard drive. Was it really so? He was asking about Aika-san stuff. Oh, okay. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive. But this was still a room that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa's room. I wonder what's in the hard drive. Maybe I should ask about it. Aika-san. Could I bother you again? About the HDD. I wouldn't know, okay? Yeah, but it would help if you knew the shape. It was near the computer, connected with a cable, and around the size of a lunchbox. Oh yeah. It was a black box with a sticker that said number 5. A 5? He might recognize that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if his ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Can I ask you about the external HDD with a sticker of number 5? He's really surprised? What about it? Seems like his goal was to get it. What does HDD stand for, by the way? About the HDD, hello? HDDs are storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, or videos on them. What was in there? Then the doppelganger wanted it, which is why it was stolen. Would you be able to recover it for me? I mean, I can't promise it. Worst case, destroying it works too. I would appreciate if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. What is in there? Was it like crime? So, you figured it out? Kind of. You stole something from the computer without touching the gold bars or other valuables. So the HDD is more important. Yeah, I don't agree to these things. So, what was inside? Oh, by the way, the secretary skipped work. Could she be... you're thinking if she's dead. Yeah, they're looking for her. I hope nothing bad happened. The housekeeper met her, or met him, and him too, so... Might not be safe. I'll go grab the van. Tell everyone to be on their guard. At the Christmas party. Get some rest, Zammy. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. Okay. Thanks. I like the pixel art. Oh, wait. We're actually alone? Ah! I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't want to stop. She stopped! Why did she stop? What is this place? It's dark but so loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. Help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Oh shoot! Is this my doppelganger? What? Director? Wait, director? Hello? That's not the director. No? Bro! Is this a real person? Dozing off again? I zoned out. Stop falling asleep. He sent a stupid request, so we need to start planning. Oh, it's just a dream? Was it just a dream? I don't know, man. I can't tell with this game sometimes. Like, we've had real events. I still think the first case was like the best. Yeah, so something turned up in the server room, which makes 3 sightings: server room, the office, and his home. We haven't heard from the director in a while. Hope he's okay. Well, he's probably just making us do the dissolution ourselves. I'll practice manifesting the eye-opener, unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. So you mentioned that he was here weeks ago. Yeah, apparently he was in the server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotage. So what is this place for? We store data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties, but I'm concerned why they wanted to be in here. Because they've already appeared twice in the building, maybe they have hostile intentions. I hope you can find out why they came here. By the way, I asked you to look for the HDD stolen, remember? Could you give me a status report? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not what we do. Well, it looks like our understanding of the request and your work aren't aligned. Hey, when did we agree to change our service plan? And you are? Part-time helper. If you have any additional requests for lost property searches, I'll check with management. We're not in a position to make these kind of decisions ourselves. Especially for this kind of pseudo-police work. Never know what might turn out illegal after all. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, we've had a lot going on. Let's just forget about the stolen item. Just continue investigating the urban myth elements if that works for you. Okay. Please check with the server engineer and security guard about what happened here. Okay. Sketchy. Thanks, Jasmine. Leave it to me. Anyway, he's showing his true colors. Okay, so we need to look up like what they did here. Ooh, this thing was right here. The shadows probably Kurosawa-san, so he looks different. Weird. So, oh. A shadow that looks like him. This is the doppelganger. It's staring at the server. It's looking this way and laughing? The doppelganger seems fixated on it. Why is he laughing all the time? The shadow looks like him. He's standing all confident like it's his own company. It means the security guard saw this doppelganger too, right? Looks like it's doing something to the server. Ooh. So is this one of the big servers? Or are there various pieces sticking out the servers? It has glass doors but no locks. That doesn't seem... Well, I don't know how server rooms work, to be honest. Wow, it's like a wall of their own. I wonder if folks working on their PCs need to have them at home. It's like a glass compartment with a solid-looking door and lock. Tight security. The shadow was looking here. I wonder what's stored inside. We're from the UMDC. Can I talk? Yeah, so I'm Inoue, security of the server room. Yeah, so about your work. Could you tell me about your job? Well, I'm security. We handle important data of personal info. Now, what happened a week ago? At midnight, we heard that someone came to the server room. Yeah, the doppelganger? Could you tell us everything? I don't really understand it, but someone who looks like the CEO, I just find this hard to believe. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're sure an entity like that is out there. Shut up, Asami. Things have been stolen from the office and his home. So please help us. We would appreciate your help. Okay. Well, it was past midnight on the day last week, I think. The CEO showed up just like that. Does he usually come by those hours? No, it's rare that he even comes here. Our server, Nakata, was here too. So what was he doing here? He entered, was doing something inside, but I didn't see what. Was there anything unusual about him? Well, he was kind of like himself. He's here today, and even if he told me he was a doppelganger, I wouldn't know. There's no way I could tell, yup. I like how he just says yup. Oh, one thing, he was there one moment and gone the next. You should ask Nakata. He also met the CEO here last week. Wait, was he the private client? Met the doppelganger thing, maybe? Yup. Yup. They're usually loud because of all the air conditioning and faintly cold. I just wonder if they're like locked behind glass doors usually. To be fair, I don't know what someone would do in the server room unless they work there. Like if they touch something, it's gonna be doomed. I'm Nakata. I handle the server room as admin and maintenance. So these are the large machines here, right? Yeah, they hold hundreds of servers and I'm in charge. What happened a week ago? Well, I was handling our regular monthly server maintenance. So it was your special day, where everything gets their time, I guess. The CEO showed up a little past midnight. Why does he work so late? Maybe it's like a night shift? Weird. He gave me a wave since I was busy. Like, don't mind me, carry on? Yeah, pretty much. I was focusing on maintaining process anyway. Do you see his face? Do you get a close look? No, not really. He was just the usual. Oh, they need to be done out of business hours. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, you're so right. Thank you. Unusual. Well, he acted like he usually does. I don't really know what he did. He just worked on something, but was gone when I looked up. What's in the server? We're thinking a doppelganger was aiming for something. The content of the server? I can't really tell you that. Security. I could, but I need permission. He is troubleshooting. I'm actually pretty... Why is everyone new to the company? You know what? If they're new, they can't really tell who the security or like the CEO is. I think what could have happened is maybe they're siblings. There's two people. Maybe the overachiever and the playboy. And the playboy just suddenly took over. And like no one knows and can't prove anything. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a playboy. Oh yeah, especially because like one person said that he seemed nice. Another person said like when he passed by them, they glared at him before he said hi. So I think there might be like twins. But he seems so surprised, and that's the weird thing. Around midnight. He's just doing his monthly meat discount server maintenance. Why was he showing up to these people specifically? The doppelganger isn't very secretive, he just shows up. And it's kind of strange. The monthly meat discount. I'm sure that's a Japanese thing. I know like after certain hours, they do a lot of discounts on food. Force of habit from the negotiation table. So, about your secretary. You mentioned she's not answering. Yeah, I forgot to mention this. We've not been able to contact her. I even asked HR to check on her home. They couldn't even find her. She might be missing. Oh? Maybe the job is just too physically demanding? But disappearing with no word or warning? Yeah, I don't think that's what's going on. Meeting a doppelganger of other people can kill you too. That's pushing it a bit, right? I met mine 2 days ago, but nothing has happened. Although that reminds me... of what? It's just that our housekeeper... Our housekeeper didn't show up this morning and there was no contact. Isn't this kind of connected? It's really strange. There are a lot of irresponsible people in the world, though. Why am I totally unaffected? I wouldn't worry too much about it, though. Did he just fire them? There's a server with a log. What kind of data is stored in it? Could it maybe be trying to steal it? Please check with our server engineer about specifics. You can tell him I gave you permission. And even if the doppelganger is indeed after the server, the data within it is encrypted. So it should be safe, yeah, but I'm concerned that our engineer hadn't mentioned that so far. All hands on server processes are up to the team in charge. I wouldn't be accessing anything directly myself. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like firing makes sense, but maybe like outright murder. The doppelganger showed up here and nothing was taken. Two twins, one with evil motivations and a nurtured brother. Oh. Was that a real myth? Tempting for the SC2. to check on both. You have the special power, right? I seem to have lost my fountain pen. You're good at finding things, aren't you? Kinda? It's actually a very special pen for me. Could you try looking for it? It was a gift from my father. It should be in a room, right? I think he's just trying to test the clairvoyant stuff. It's probably in here. I don't trust it. Okay, let me talk to you first and I'll come back to him. So I have permission. So what's in there? Why haven't you told him about the doppelganger and the tampering with things? Well, to be honest, I felt that he was acting strange that day. I asked him what he was doing, but he didn't even answer me. Why did he say anything? The servers for government-related matters. There's police, agency, information system. Oh. Issues with that server tend to be complicated. I prefer not to cause any issues by speaking up. It's strictly off the record that it's for the police's information system. So it's not like I had any other intentions. Either way, it takes special authentication to access it. So the intruder shouldn't have been able to extract any data. Well, what is the authentication? Yeah, so... Tell the CEO it should have been fine. I wonder if the server near the back is alright. The doppelganger was trying to do something to it. So maybe there's like password encryption? Oh, that's right! He did hack into the account too. It's touching something, connecting a cable to the server? Oh! Mate, did he like upload a virus or something? The server has neither a lock nor a door. I need to let the server engineer know about it. Before I do that, let's talk. Let's not talk. He sure knew the intricacies of how everything worked, though. The doppelganger might have been targeting the server in the back of the room. It seems to have connected a cable to it and then did something. Did it steal important data? You mean the one without a lock? The server in the back isn't being used yet? We'll be setting up its structure and getting it ready for actual use. Yeah, but once it is used, they're gonna put more info in it. It's totally empty, it's not even connected to the internet, so there's something that can be done with it. But he tried sneaking in here, but didn't find anything, so gave up. It feels off. It's very weird. Take your pen. There. I think he did hide it on purpose. I'm a little suspicious of you. You just wanted to test my clairvoyance. Here's your fountain pen. It was at the tool shelf. That power of yours, it's real. This should work then. Just talking to myself. What? He didn't take anything except a red card. He disappears. I think this is all a test. Yo, this guy's being freaky deaky, Jasmine. I need to discuss something. The doppelganger came to the room, slipped away without taking anything. In this room there's one server, which sounds like an obvious target. Well, you see... Why are you whispering? The server contains the National Police's info system. But nothing seems to have been swiped from the server. Yeah, you need special authentication. So a password, and it left this room for now at least. Yeah, so about the ultra top secret info? I'm more confused about their goals. I think I might have an idea. What type of data would they have stored in there? Is there a way to find out? I think they took a peek at the content. Gotta find a way to make him spill the beans. He's feigning calm, but he's obsessed with whatever was taken. He's not gonna just tell us if we ask. It's a matter of what could we tell him that would make him talk. Go for it. Also, what do you think about everything? This one doesn't seem that supernatural. This one came to the server room, his place, and everything. There's even a card-like device that stole from the CEO, yeah. I guess I shouldn't assume then. I don't have any other leads, I'm just not confident just yet. They must have a goal of targeting something. If we keep working on this and it turns out the eliminate cards are related, if they are, I'll need a bit more info. Give me that info. I need to find a way to make him talk. Let's think things through. So everything was served here, or stored here, and he must have peeked at everything. I think it's gonna be hard to get him to talk. He's been hiding a lot of info. If you can make him believe that we are partially aware of the truth, then we'll force him to tell. We might be able to get past this emotional barrier. He's clearly sneaking around the data. It's acting in a way that an anomaly wouldn't. Have a good rest, Stella. So, what can we say to make him be off guard? The National Police. Maybe. Trying to, maybe. Are we trying to make him like flip? Who's trying to plot a terrorist attack? What? Okay, I don't know about this one. What could we say to catch him off guard? He's trying to leave dirt? I'm not sure. Like, he's doing something. I actually don't even know if the person we're talking to is the real one. So, maybe cut to cover up an oversight. Maybe... Would be the UTech priorities? What? I think there's trying to be a cover-up. I just don't know the first two. Maybe... Like, why would they try to cover up the thing? A zoomer? Try to frame Nakata. Would be... maybe Nakata? Yeah, I don't think the first one's National Police. The doppelganger. The doppelganger. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Doppelganger maybe. The National Police, who's trying to cover up an oversight. Might be a Zimmer. Let's go hypothesize this. It'll tell us if it's correct anyway. Does it feel right? The doppelganger's target is probably the data. Okay. So, who may be a Zimmer? Who's trying to plot a terrorist attack? Is my best assumption. And this is just a thought, but if we hypothesize it's a Zimmer, it makes sense. This is a huge slip of his company, but he'd probably tell us if he would stop a terrorist attack. We could even ask him outright, but it's kind of scary. I should check with Jasmine. He seems, I'll keep an eye on him. So about the identity. I think he's a Zimmer trying to make it look like a doppelganger. You think so? They must be really good at cosmetics though. They snuck in here weeks ago to snatch National Police info. But they failed. Realized they need a red card-like device for the heist. So they stole it from the office. They needed a device to steal data. How did they know this? Trust me on this one, go pressure him. If you won't talk, just mention the device. So, there's gonna be a terrorist attack? I can't tell you much. Could you just focus on the intruder's motive? Yeah, so I think it's a Zimmer. If they laid hands on the info, you don't know what they might do. What exactly is this top secret info about? Let's slow down a bit. Nothing was taken during the intrusion. You may have heard, but even if they try to access the server, a special authentication is needed. Yes, but the red card-like device was stolen from your office, wasn't it? Isn't that a huge concern? I didn't think you'd find out this much. It was related to VIP protection. So, it's info related to security measures for political figures and leaders. Also, VIPs visiting from overseas. Security is a growing concern recently. So, the stuff you see in the news, could they be planning a terrorist attack with this info? Well, that's why I'm hoping you'd figure out who the thief is. Then again, you got me. I guess I underestimated you. He's rating this as if you brought up a real zinger or something. You're weird. So we know what's in the server. It's info on VIPs. The intruder who came here was trying to access VIP protection. Just like you suggested, I mentioned the device and you told me. Okay, if it's a Zimmer, then they're probably planning out the steps towards the next goal. The Zimmers have full access to security info then now, right? Well, it could be pretty bad. Does this situation look hopeless? Well, they've been after the data for a while, and the server contained here is info on people that are important. So they're planning on something, right? The police are in danger, but we are too, because we know. If they realize the center is involved, the Zimmers may label us as threats and actively target us. Even if we're not doing anything, we found out their plans, that's reason enough. And this means the boss man's silence. I hope the boss man is slowly killing them one by one. Have a good sleep, Torn. Let's hope it's not because of the Zimmers, though. Do you think he's okay? He's a resourceful one, I'm not that worried. Either way, we need to make sure they don't reach their goal. It's up to us how we handle the police, too. Let's stop here for today. Tell them bye and head home. Are we gonna have a night... Oh. Having that stolen really messes with our plans. The red device, too. Then again, that girl's power could be useful. Am I gonna get chased by something? We have not been here in forever. I really hope he's okay. Assuming Jasmine's right, what is he even doing? Another pile of books. Research? Occult fundamentals for dummies. Alien abduction techniques. The world without Tsutomi Kisaragi. Is he Tsutomi? He's not Tsutomi Kisaragi, is he? He's just obsessed, right? Kurosawa, Seiji? The movements seen with a vision? Let's get started. Any word from the boss man? I don't know if they look similar. The picture was kind of like, he looked different. Maybe he disappeared when he got into an accident and became wheelchair bound. I found a memo listing the places we've investigated. The last line said Seiji Kurosawa. Could throw us a tip or two at least. Well, that's actually his dad. What? We'll be heading home to their estate. The doppelganger showed up there. Oh shoot. He has some serious lineage. Who is Seiji? Looking at him... Oh, of course. Twitter time! What could they have that would make a Zimmer go to his childhood home? Yuya Kurosawa. His father's a big shot, the son makes a lot of money, people are envious. Which one gets more attention? Director Kurosawa. UTech has ties with big companies and the government. It's set for several next years at the very least. It must be nice to have parents in high places. Gosh, people sure are jelly. I have no idea how he's pulling off as a CEO at a tech company. A company like that getting contracts with the government, we're doomed. I heard he's the real deal when it comes to skill. Though his business managers are something else. He'll take on work even with questionable morals. I guess you don't need to watch your back when you're... Man, everyone's so rude. I know, they're just kind of like putting their opinions out there. That's how it goes for business. Granted, maybe that's more of an overseas perspective. That wouldn't work in Japan. That's a lie. It started 7 years ago. Are there any other cases of companies growing so quickly? Upper class citizens can get away with anything. Okay, so the dad was the security director of the National Police Agency. Oh. He's above everyone. It's very fancy. You don't want to offend him. So he's a police director. He's untouchable. His dad is the director of security. That means his face alone can get him places in government offices, and daddy can cover up scandals that may arise. Lol. Scandals? Like what scandals? But someone's clearly after specific info. Does that mean all the awards he had were like cheated in actually? Oh. He's an elite career civil servant. So they have the connections. I found evidence that Seiji Kurosawa outsources the cases to his son's company. GR. Wouldn't this be a conflict of interest though? Then again, you're good at hiding things. This is how money ends up with the upper class. Nothing trickles down. GR! He was up there in age when his only son came along. Of course he'll do all to support his son. Even if it's bad things. If you had that power, I bet you'd do it too. If you could avoid a question with a smile, then you'd make a good politician. The country's falling apart. They should be punished, said the dinosaur icon. If he's funneling public money into son's business, that's an issue. Well, with their connections, it's probably what they're doing. Dang. Just in case I missed something. He trusts a dino icon. Okay, well, we should check the scandals. Maybe with specifically Yuya. Did he kill someone? He had scandals during his streamer days, but he turned a new leaf after starting UTech. Yeah, but like, I feel like dumb people, sorry, young people are also dumb people. That's just part of growing up. Like, what exactly was the scandal? Did he kill someone? He's been on his best behavior even at hostess bars. So he's not a violent drunk, the total opposite of Beauty June. He hasn't had a single scandal since becoming CEO. They're probably just covering it up. That's easy if you're the head of police. He's been good at getting away with things. Hard to believe. When he was a streamer, I feel like he didn't have as many scandals as others. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm sorry, but like, if he was a streamer, the worstest scandal could be, well, I guess it depends on what he did. I feel like streamer scandal is like, one, you were mean to someone. You're mean to someone, people defend you, people defend the other person that you were mean to, and it kind of just trickles from there. I don't know. It's just kind of high school drama, I'll be honest. Number two, I don't know, you probably said something, someone disagreed with it. Normal people would just move on. Some people will latch onto it. It's like, it's really not that big of a deal. It's like saying, oh, I like potatoes. You potato! Loving! Word. If you ask the staff at a restaurant he goes to, everyone has a good impression of him. He's very humble and sweet. I wish fake policemen would show up and sweat them dry. What? It's kind of mean. People like to make things up. Fake police are also an urban myth. The story goes that they show up in women's homes. Eh? That man is a narcissist. His personality is complete trash. One look at him. That's not really something you can tell from a single look. The Great Potato Scandal of 2025. I like potatoes, by the way. But grapefruit? I'm sorry, grapefruit gang. It sucks. I don't know. I feel like people are just weird. So we should probably search up another thing. What about Seiji scandals? They didn't even say what the scandal was. Unless he killed someone, or stole like a ton of money, or did like a sort of scam. Let's see. Yeah. He never had a single scandal. I'd expect no less from a career civil servant. He seems really impressive. They're out on the street protecting the people while these career track elites kick back and chat with reporters. The ones not aiming for politics or more, out following leads or talking to victims. Must be nice to be on the career path. I've seen that kind of thing in Cops TV show. What exactly do they even do? Man, no one gets mercy in this game. They're like security guards and VIPs. Bunch of weird stuff involving the occult lately, right? They just make sure people don't do stupid stuff. Add salt to grapefruit? Okay, but if it still tastes bad, I'm gonna blame you. You know what? Fine, I'll go find a grapefruit. If it caused another bombing, will they be finally held responsible? They'd be kind of a big scandal. They'd be targeting the director. Judging by Zimmer activity, it would be strange for them to suddenly target the director, even if they want info on the VIPs. Zimmer activity. No, I'm not gonna ban. Isn't there only like a one grapefruit anyway? Are there different variations of grapefruits? Zimmer activity. Look! Pickles and peanut butter was not that bad. I mean, it wasn't great. Why did I add pickles? I must have been just really hungry. What about scandals? None for that. What about Yulia? None for that. How about oh shoot. I meant to do this one. He announced a plan to bolster VIP protection measures. So they wanted to strengthen everything. Zimmers are scary, I don't get it. The cult fans are so twisted. Next thing we know, the UMDC will become oh gosh. That person sounds way too scared. Protecting high-profile people, so it's only the rich and famous who are afforded protections. Honestly, to be honest, normal people who are just vibing, I don't think they would be targeted by groups unless you know a big secret. It makes sense that a high-profile person who makes decisions at the top of the chain needs protection. So, if there was a bomb threat in the city, politicians could just escape to underground shelters. What is the average citizen supposed to do? Stay home. I heard there's a special team with the police agency. Staffed by immortal cops? Yeah, right. The UMDC and the ones who follow them are just dang. Some people just act like they know it all. I always thought those people there were just ticking time bomb. Oh my gosh. They got haters too. So everything relies on Seiji. Nostradamus' great prophecy did not come through at the end. I don't think the occults will actually follow through with their bomb threats. Either way, we can only wait and see what the police will do. Oh, the people who support Tsutomi Kisaragi. I bet if the director is actually Kisaragi and he's trying to stop the people who believe him like that, that would be interesting. If we took them to court, we'd win a defamation case hands down. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. fake policeman. I need to ask you a question. There was a murder in this apartment building last night. Did you notice anything out of order? The police officer asked this over the intercom screen. If you had seen a suspicious man last night, would you tell him? Let me tell you a story about a woman. She came home late that night and passed a suspicious man in the hallway. The next day, a police officer asked her if she saw anyone suspicious last night. A few days later, the TV news reported a murder in a woman's apartment and that the murderer had been caught. A chill ran down the woman's spine when she saw the news. The murderer was the police officer she had seen on the intercom. The man remembered her from a previous encounter and came dressed as a policeman that day to seek out anyone who had seen him. I don't dare to guess what would have happened if she told the truth. If I were in that woman's shoes, I don't think I'd have been able to keep my composure. That is the thing that happens. For example, I think back in 1990s, 1980s, people driving late at night, trust was not as brittle compared to today. A police officer or a fake one would pass you by, stop you, say, you've been speeding, and if you're in the middle of nowhere, well, you get the point. Why is the center getting haters? I guess it's just mass hysteria. Human nature, I wouldn't dwell on it. So the dad is a powerful person in the police. Yep. You already knew about him. He's been on TV, pretty famous. The rich and famous comments we saw. Dad is head of the police force, son is a tech company CEO. There are a lot of people who overact and assume they're exploiting everyone. So is some my admin fueling that movement with the Illuminate cards? I wonder why they do that. Or do they just want more followers and terrorist attacks? Terrorism doesn't guarantee you'll get the world they want. Oh, that's kind of a nice little line, actually. How much of this was planned by the admin? Let's find the answers at his house. Oh, Sojiro. Oh, forgot to tell you. Those two working in the Oh! What? The two people are missing now. Kurosawa told us when he called. Says they're absent without leave. That's 4 people missing. I've asked someone I know to look for them. You should be extra careful. Hello? I just got here. About today's investigation? Could you park that van in the back? Stands out too much by the front gate? I'll go park, you head on in. Suspicious. About the doppelganger? I heard the 2 staff members have been missing now. He's a doppelganger. That's already 4 people missing. And you also ran into it at home, right? You are Kurosawa-san, right? Don't tell me you're... This is my father's home, Seiji Kurosawa. Ah, yeah. Huh? So, welcome. I'm the dad. Pleasure to meet you. Could I ask who the gentlemen in the suits are? We've had heightened security concerns of late. I was told I should have had a security detail just in case. They guard me when I'm off work. Security detail. Aw, Jaguar, I hope that things get better for you. Yeah, take care of yourself. Eat something yummy. There. I'd like to start by asking you some questions. After all that's been happening lately, I was worried about my dad. So I gave him a call and he told me I'd visited last night. Does that mean... Did you come here last night? Of course not. Which means the doppelganger who showed up here was here. I find it hard to believe. Who exactly is this? Are they involved with the Zimmers? Good flair. Currently, Hokudai is looking into things. With both the doppelgangers and the Zimmers. Right? Yes. You in the back. Have we met before? What? Does she work for the police? I see. If this is the case, we should ask the police to step in. There's something we should consider. It shouldn't be too late to contact the police after this investigation. If there's something on your mind, I have no reason to refuse. Do what you need. I think Jasmine works for them. As a secret agent. He was worried his dad's home might have been infiltrated without anyone realizing it. Sounds like it actually happened shortly afterwards. We'll look into the intruder's actions here. What they did, okay. I kinda doubt she has any info. I don't know what he's hiding. Let's start from the back of the room. Ooh, oh, is that a knife? Touching the things on a shelf. Okay. Touching the safe as well. Today I'm not getting that feeling. Am I too tired? Wait, is this actually him? He's taking something out of the safe. Are you sure it's a doppelganger? And then over here. It looks like him. But the shadow compared to before looks somewhat different, not sure how. He must know something. Must be a sibling? The information has already been stolen. It showed up again. I need you to look into it. We'll try to figure it out. What happened yesterday? I don't know anything about what happened yesterday. More or less, it appeared again. Ask my dad about what happened. Then, could you tell us why you decided to call him? Our server room was infiltrated, so we knew that a doppelganger was targeting their top secret data. This made my dad a potential target too. I was worried and called him. Turned out he already showed up. Well, what's the motive then? If there's a pattern, it must be to steal something. Well, there's not a lot of value in the house. That painting there looks mighty expensive, but it only costs a few dozen bands of yen. Isn't it actually expensive? The only possibility I see is the contents of the safe. It has valuables inside. Maybe you can find traces? I think he's just using our clairvoyance for something. Oh, a painting of a woman. Looks expensive. The doppelganger was staring at the painting. The frame is fancy too, must cost a fortune. But why would he stare at it? Hasn't been stolen. An old-fashioned safe. Is having a safe another tradition? A lot of awards. Family tradition as well. Thank you for your help. I try to avoid meddling with things I don't understand, but he mentioned this is related to Zimmers, so you have my cooperation. Did you see his face? I did. Anything strange? No, he's my son. I don't think I would have mistaken him. So they were so similar that Dad couldn't tell them apart. What happened here? Do you think there's no like second child that was adopted out, mate, right? Last night at 10, my son came home. I was in my study organizing papers. I greeted him, returned to my desk, told him to wait a bit while I finished my work. After 10 minutes, he was just gone. There's nothing strange. It was normal for my son to be busy working as a company head. Then this morning he called and asked whether anyone who looks just like him had come here recently. And that's when he realized it was a doppelganger. About your son. Your questions range rather wide. He's my only son, okay. We've taken good care of him. So he grew up without a mother? If there is a brother, if she was pregnant during the divorce, he has grown without knowing motherly love. There was a time he would go around causing mischief and streaming them as part of some... Oh, he was a part of an activist group, okay. But he's built on those experiences and now runs an internet technology company. That's what parents do. What a nice dad. My work prevents me from mentioning certain details, but I'm in charge of security in Japan. Our organization exists to protect public interest from all forms of disaster. About the painting. We purchased that one 2 days ago. 2 days ago? What? We just put it up yesterday? Last night, the doppelganger showed up. It was looking at the painting too before anything else. It must be very expensive. To tell you the truth... What? How much is 50,000 yen? Isn't that like 500 bucks? 50,000? I think it's around 500. Maybe like 400-ish at this. The painting is only 500 bucks. He was surprised to hear that too. That's not inexpensive. Since I thought he was my son, I told him the actual price. But if it was actually someone unrelated, I should have bluffed a bit. So this is clearly someone not used to wealth. Oh, he wanted to bluff. Did you notice anything unusual? No. He stopped and stared at the painting. Told him we bought it just yesterday. Anything missing? All I heard from my son is that it appeared in his room. So he didn't want to worry his dad. How about we do these? Head of police. He's from the VIP security. This is like such a big family tree. Well, not family tree, but like this is the most people that's been in a case. Maybe I should ask him about it. Nothing? How about the safe? Nothing there. Nothing there. Look closely. Oh yeah, I hope nothing bad happens to the dad. But there's security, so maybe it should be safe? Oh, what is that? Oh no, that's my timer's over. Okay, I'll try to finish the stream. Maybe something was stolen then. Could a safe be open right now? That's my make sure it's not Mother's Day call. Nothing in here, right? Could it be open? Not open. So there's nothing that they could have gone in. Could the shadow traces tell us something? Well, he clearly was looking at here. And then over here, he took something out. The kendo trophy upside down? Wait, wasn't there... There was writing on the kendo trophy. Was that a code for something? This is probably from his childhood. A small piece of paper stuck here. So he probably did open it. I hope they don't mind me opening this. Uh-oh. Oh, he stole something. I need to check with Seiji-san. How did he know specifically the code was there? Hey, so you have something stolen. Why would you know this? I've looked. The box inside the safe was empty. You mean you opened a safe? Maybe that was inappropriate? It's more of a matter of how you managed to. I have this strange power that allows me to see things. Oh yeah, might as well tell everyone we have clairvoyance. We believe it was stolen. I will confirm. As you said, the object is missing, stolen. I can't tell you much. It was part of the informational system with the police. Oh dear. Didn't that need special authentication? Might as well explain then. It needs a password device. Its existence should be known to only a few people. We haven't disclosed the details to even our families. Not even your families? And that's what was stolen. There were reports that VIP protection data was uploaded to social networks. So those were not baseless rumors. Oh, he's screwed. Ooh. The anomaly's intent. I think this was the, like, actually him. Why does something feel off? Is it the shadow? Seen through clairvoyance, actually? Yuya? Because how else would he know where the code is? It's been a while since he was here. Why did he know about the painting? Because he's lived here, so he would know that the painting looks so new. What's my goal now, actually? He's trying to steal something. Are you a Zimmer? The doppelganger who appeared here, that was actually you, wasn't it? So you caught me. What is he trying to do? Why is this happening? It's not what you think. I wanted to show all those who are suffering how incredible your power is. I just ended up doing it. No harm intended. What? Take photos, upload them, that kind of thing. With your permission, of course. What? Your power will bring solace to many people. I really respect you. Hope you don't hold it against me. Did he record us investigating? Why would he say things like this? Don't take any photos without telling us. I'll be continuing the investigation. Bro, he's creepy, Jasmine. Bunker. Something was stolen. A password device granting access to the info system. The doppelganger can access things now. Well, crap. That means, what do we do? We're in big trouble. Could you ask the dad when he last used the device? They need to change the password. Gotta go talk to the daddy. Could I bother you again for a bit? About the device. When was the last time you used it? Well, to be honest, I'm not a tech-savvy person. I received it around 5 years ago. Haven't used it since then. Either way, this is a crisis now. We need to make measures. If you happen to find it, let me know. Could you tell us the shape and color? It's red and looks like a card. Red card like device? The Illuminate card? Are you gonna tell me more? The Illuminate card, hello? Where did the device in the safe go? Is he doing anything else? What am I supposed to check for? Let's talk to Jasmine. Yeah, about the device. He never used it. That can't be right. He has logs of continued usage starting from several years ago. So someone has been using it. Does that mean a doppelganger was there from back then too? Oh, but it was stolen yesterday. Is it the son using it? We know what the doppelganger stole yesterday. It's a red card-like device. Isn't that the device that was stolen? From his office? This is getting really confusing. Where did the device in the safe go? Oh, I'm so confused. The password device kept inside a safe. He never used it. But Jasmine told me that they've used it for several years now. This raises questions. Yeah, how the frick does Jasmine know? So, Jasmine's also part of the police. I wonder who she was calling. Wasn't it also stolen from the CEO's office? There's something about the device kept in the safe. The device in the safe, maybe the doppelganger? No, it's maybe Seiji-san. From the... Maybe Kurosawa-san took it, stole it from the safe. So these are connected. But why would he take it without saying anything? There's a lot we need to ask. It's because you're a Zimmer. I bet that's what it is. Why would the password device stolen from a safe be stolen from our company? Did you take it from the safe? I was intrigued by the work you do. I just took it and kept it in my... Oh my god, why would you do that? Jasmine's mentioned the log shows it's been used several years ago. I didn't mean any harm, but the doppelganger stole it. I wanted to find it before the worst could happen. Wait, so he was trying to prevent it? And the power would make that possible. Not really the time to be complimenting me. Isn't it more important to prevent the public from knowing the device was stolen? Jasmine, things are complicated now. If this was just a family conflict, we could leave it alone. Everything about this case was to cover up for Kurosawa-san's theft? Well, the red device was taken by the doppelganger. There's no way it just ends there. So there's something we can do? Oh hey, it's him! Are you okay? How's it going? We were worried about you. It turns out the doppelganger's actions have affected more people than I'd realize. I know you've been busy, but don't disappear like that. Important police data was stolen, and we've been seeing nasty rumors about the center. We can think about the complications once we wrap up the case. Fair enough. Time for a dissolution. It'd be cool if she replaces the animation someday. I was anxious about doing the eye-opener. In part myself. That may happen sooner or later. That's a hard pass. Now then, ensure the Kurosawas can hear you. This request was about recovering an object stolen by the doppelganger. Let us put on hold whether recovery is even possible. It's too sweet, so you added the pickle. Oh! I guess I couldn't just deal with a sandwich with peanut butter though. Come on, take the SC. Are you ready? The eye reveals all. Eye opener. Dissolution begin. So, Kiyamoto-san, secretary at UTech, initially encountered a doppelganger, leading us to follow its traces. We identified it as a doppelganger. Based on its appearance, it did not engage in conversation as well. There have been further indications that the anomaly is indeed a doppelganger. What kind of phenomenon has been observed? 4 people are missing. The people who have encountered them have gone missing. They may or... What? They may or may not be alive. Yet, the situation does seem to line up with the doppelganger anomaly's characteristics. Why would a request to search for a missing object turn into such a complicated matter? That is because of one key factor that made us believe this was all the doppelganger's doing. What was the notable characteristic of the intruder that kept this incident from being reported to the police? It looked like him. It impersonates someone. So maybe that's why he didn't want to do it? Because if it looks like him, he's gonna get blamed. And that is precisely why we were called in. That aspect is indeed clearly anomalous. Did he know it was a doppelganger then? Our angle would... Well, I mean, he also didn't want, like, scandals. The doppelganger who appeared in the server room was targeting confidential police information. Yet, it turned out, through the clairvoyance, that they had given up on that approach. Why did the doppelganger in the server give up? They needed authentication. And that is correct. The device the doppelganger stole from the CEO office. Now, about the red card-like device, something seems strange there, right? He mentioned that he was intrigued by his dad's work and had took it on a whim, a rather naive reason. The question is, when exactly the device was stolen from the Kurosawa estate? Did he steal it years ago? No. But according to this, it was only stolen a few days ago, but no one knew. He probably did steal it years ago. Jasmine looked into this for us. The password device has been in use since several years ago. He mentioned he stole it a week ago on a whim, but that doesn't feel right. His account seems to have a number of inconsistencies here and there. We can't do anything about that itself. I hope they figure things out, father and son. It was stolen years ago, but why is it still being used? There's no easy way out of this. I expect a full explanation once we're done here. The culprit who appeared at the home and stole the red card-like device was your son, and the culprits who infiltrated Yuya's company and home were the doppelganger acting like a Zimmer. So, you have already encountered the doppelganger and Zimmer. Please think back to all the accounts you heard from everyone you talked to. Who would need to be a Zimmer? Who? I would say the secretary stole it. Was everyone around a Zimmer, actually? This case to be possible, who would need to be a Zimmer? I would say Kiyomoto-san, but everyone disappeared. The girlfriend's not disappeared yet! But she didn't meet the thing. Is it neither? For this to be possible. But only people who work. Well, no, the housekeeper was taken. It's neither. Let's do neither. Things don't add up. Who is the doppelganger and Zimmer? I think all of them. They were all in on this. And they collaborated. Was it all 4 of them were in on this. That's why they disappeared. Even the housekeeper! To be fair, they were all recent hires. Through their accounts and what happened to them since suggests paranormal involvement. But then... the experience of the vanishing doppelganger... They also faked the security footage! That could be explained by all 4 telling the same cover story. All 4 was also recently appointed to their jobs and came in proximity of Yuya. It's very likely that all 4 of them worked together to play the role of doppelganger. And also likely they're all Zimmers. The mystery's not... Holy crap, what a cult. All 4? Are you unsatisfied? I do see why the dissolution makes sense, but if you things don't quite add up, do tell. The doppelganger that I saw through clairvoyance was staring at me. Why did they steal the HDD after stealing the red device? Good point. The data should have been accessible once they had a red device. I would indeed like to discuss those angles in depth, but it seems we'll have to wait until next time. What are you doing here? We're in the middle of an important family discussion. Go and wait in the next room until we're done. Inoue-san? The server room security guard? Nagata-san? Honda? I'm glad you're all safe. Sammy, remember what we talked about during the dissolution? They enacted the doppelganger. And they're dangerous extremists. Remember who they are. Are you all really... Why would you ask them? Right in front of their faces when it's 4 against... Well, 4 against 4, actually. What is going on? Where are the SPs? Wait. Oh, what is Special Force? The Special Police? Where are they? I'm your boss. Have you thought about the consequences? We owe nothing to that joke of a company. We're working toward a higher goal. You disgust me, living the easy life with your family, fortune, and connections. A family discussion to keep a lid on the incident? For this country to prosper for the next millennium, you rotten sprouts need to be pruned. You assume the terror attacks were happening someplace else? Well, one is happening here and now, so brace yourselves. Everyone, please hold on. Sammy, get back. These people are dangerous. They no longer care. You have no reason to cover for the filthy rich. Wake up already. They told us their plan. Devastation and judgment are about to happen. The Great Reset is nigh. You mean the Zamizime admin? This world needs leaders. Those who envision the future and guide the weak. The world's values have been corrupted. The weak know this well. But the weak lack the power to change things alone. They are guiding us forward and gathering us into a greater power. I feel like this is just an excuse. I think they just didn't want to move themselves, so they're relying on a freaking head sheep or a head, like, shepherd. We should be the ones who bring change into this world. It's a complete mess. Hurry up and do something. Who's your leader, the Samizima admin? Stop all this. It isn't the way to do things. You shouldn't be hurting anyone. If you're siding with this filth, that means you're not with us. We will fulfill our role here. To enact devastation and judgment. Use the statue to kill him. Great Reset. Enough of that nonsense. Answer me. They're not gonna listen. Freeze! Director? Wait, who's this? Wait! It's the people Jasmine works for. Secure them all. Holy crap, Commissioner! All suspects secured. Fine work. Are you safe, Director Kurosawa? Ah, it's you. That was timely. What the heck did I know this was happen? This was gonna happen? What? Brief the situation. Assistant Tomarigi. Security police, sir. Director Kurosawa, our apologies for the commotion. Jasmine? You're with the security police undercover? What's going on? Sorry. What exactly is it? The cutie! The cutie! The counter unidentified terrorist unit. We proactively prevent terrorist cells from carrying out their plans. It's difficult. Oh, I see. Put filter for the SC. Difficult. Especially unidentified incidents such as a series of prophecies. I was in the EUMDC to gather information. Why would you need to be undercover? The center sure is creepy, but it shouldn't be a threat. Relax, it was just an investigation target, but it's for information only at this point. And we learned a ton through the undercover stint. Sorry for not telling you. So that's why you're so good at fighting. Man, Jasmine is so cool. Makes sense. We meet again. He looks like a vampire, like a Count Chocula. The scary person from the park? I'm glad you remember me. And happy to see you've been putting that wondrous power to fruitful use. So he's with the police. Commissioner, what about Kurosawa Jr.? We sent Yuya home just now, but he probably won't have any charges pressed. Why not? This all happened because he took the device out without permission. This case will be handled at the mishap on Director Kurosawa's part. Oh, he's taking the fall for his son. Not the first time he wipes his prodigal son's rear. Please remember to be decent in your work. The device has been in use these few days as well, which meant that we could trace the IPs used to access the server. We may be able to apprehend those involved. Though we don't know who exactly it is, the next time they access will be a moment of truth. Unless, well, yeah, but arresting the four will make sure that the others know that they were caught. Cute. You should head out now. We'll handle the devastation and judgment prophecy from here. So I'm not part of we then? We're taking on a terrorist mastermind, not a mysterious entity. It's out of your hands now. Jasmine, please wait. Whatever you do, don't fall. I ship them. I kind of ship them, to be honest. But... holy crap! They took the bait. Heading to the area. Director? Welcome back. You knew, didn't you? I see Jasmine had ulterior motives as I increased the volume. Don't put it that way. She had her reasons. 実は不透明どうせ底辺とんでもないテーマで溢れて伝播した弟子の海で増えてく無数の落ちれさやんちゃんもうワンナちゃんムカムカしてくる芋まいる腐ったフィレバーガーよりも美人がいいってさ人魚クラワは不死身かって無理だな暇人邪神ばかり高いボーロやばい想像流したのは誰一体どこで間違えたわからないならばと解答して叱る天罰とすげ変わりすげた素直味それまた明日は我が身と知らずにうなるたたるメンタルとまだ遠い無縁の詮索をひっそりと眺めてはとぬかすぎたら刹那の感情はOh no! What happened? One loose end taken care of. Oh shoot, his real doppelganger. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What happened? What's the secret? That was the secret, What happened to Jasmine? Also, I think I would be Jasmine, to be honest. They just like the sweeter one. Okay, well, we are about to join, or about to enter the last chapter, and we'll probably finish that next time. I don't know what happened! Do you think... Maybe... What if there's a doppelganger of the director? I don't know. I hope the admin's cute, though. I kinda doubt he's cute. Could someone confirm if he's cute? Liliana, welcome back. Kat, thank you for the SC. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Jasmine. I mean, she doesn't look like she's dead. Happy not mothers. Thank God. I now need to go see my mother, so... I will see you guys, maybe tomorrow. I'm planning on playing Chronos, but I will see depending on my voice. It is a little hurdy-wordy. So, until then, Shiori, thanks for spending time with me on Sunday. May you have a great Sunday or a Monday. GR! Great Riori! Wee!